you've been practicing with your phone or a small video camera and you are ready to start making videos for clients, but how do you book your first client? How do you meet the right people that will get you working and getting paid right away? Well, it's hard to meet people in today's world, right? It's hard to form connections. We live in a world now where in-person events are less common and you're stuck having to just DM 100,000 people online just to form those new connections, right? But what if I told you that that is not true and I have a method of going about forming connections that is much easier, much more natural and organic, less awkward, and not enough people are talking about here on YouTube. So stick with me in this video and you'll walk away with some actionable tips on how to get going on booking your first video gig. Let's go. So you've got your phone or your small video camera and you're ready to use it to break free of the chains of the 9-to-5 job that's holding you down in life. Wouldn't it be awesome if the DMs from potential clients or just start coming through asking for your video services? Well, you need clients first. Before you need clients, you need connections. So how do we go about getting these connections in a way that's easy and natural and not forceful? Get ready. This first tip, you don't have to do a thing. You already have formed connections in your life. If you're a living, breathing person on this earth, I pray you know people. I pray you have some friends or some family members in your life. And so you already have connections with people. So how do those connections turn into business client connections? Well, there is some work you got to do up front. I've spoken about it before in other videos. You need to be creating. If you want to establish yourself as the video person in your area or one of the many talented video people in your area, you got to adapt the lifestyle of someone who is. Even without clients, you can begin adapting to the lifestyle of a videographer, filmmaker. So grab your phone or that small video camera or whatever you have and start creating content for yourself or for other people at no cost, or show up to a high school sporting event and make a sweet, sick highlight reel highlighting the talented student athletes in your area and then just post it. In my town, we have a photographer who's so well known. He just shows up to every local event unannounced with his camera. We're all used to it by now. And he just takes these awesome photos and then he just basically gives them out for free, just blasts them to his Facebook page. And so he's now known as one of the photographers in our area. So there's opportunity to start applying the lifestyle of someone who does professional video on a regular basis. Once you've gotten the reputation of the video person, then friends, family members, people who know or love you, or people who even are just like acquaintances of you, will start referring you out. We'll start referring your work, and then the DMs start coming, and you did nothing to form connections. You're just being a person on this earth and adapting the lifestyle of video creator. Okay, so that's the first tip. You don't have to do anything other than just start making videos, right? That's simple. Tip number two is massive. Start at your current place of employment. And if you're not employed, just start with whatever your hobby is or whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. Current place of employment is big. There's big opportunity at the job that you already hold. Chances are your company needs more social media content, needs more interviews with employees, coworkers, clients, owners, managers. They're going to need more of that stuff, and they're already paying you to do a certain task. Super easy to pitch these video services for free, and your business, your current employment connections that you hold often lead to your first big paid gigs for your video services. I apologize for the shakiness of the camera. Sometimes the only time I get to film is while I'm on the road. I formed a business connection early on by accident with a coworker that propelled my business forward in ways that I never would have thought possible. I used to work at an Anytime Fitness as a personal trainer, and I was responsible for hiring some new staff, or I had a big say input. And my superiors told me to interview this young kid who was super green, didn't have much experience personal training, and I was worried that he wasn't going to be able to take care of our clients in the mature way that we were going to need. And but he was such a good dude, and I deep down didn't want to hire him, but I gave him a chance. And fast forward like 8, 9 years later, he now owns his own gym, and he has been responsible for referring me to some of my biggest paying clients for my video services now that I'm away from personal training and now I just do videography and filmmaking. It's amazing what can happen to you when you just treat people around you in life with love and kindness, and starting at in your family, starting at your place of work, and then your business can grow from there. And the final tip number 3, is on forming new connections. When I was younger growing up and I was thinking about, forming business connections, I always thought about like those business after five, mixers, business gatherings where you're trying to find your ideal client. You try to master the art of small talk, and then you try to slip in a pitch in a way that's friendly. Like, hey, we're friends now, right? So I can sell you something. It's not genuine. And we live in a world with so many pyramid, network marketing schemes. Nobody is giving value before asking for the sale. And as someone who owns a video business, the rules are still the same for every other business. You're always looking to give more value than people expect, and oftentimes give value up front before you even ask for a sale. That's so important. So don't go attack your friends and your family and try to get them to hire you to make a video for them, unless you're going to just give them a bunch of, free videos without asking for money or without asking for any future projects. They'll come to you if you do a good job. Don't feel so pressured to sell yourself to new people that you meet. Let your work and your experience and your love and your care and all those things sell for you, and they will. An example I have of this is whenever I shoot a wedding, I try to become best friends. Whenever I shoot a wedding, I try to become best friends with the photographer that I'm going to be working with on the day of the wedding. The moment I get there, the moment I see the photographer, no one else is more important, not even the bride in that moment to me. I need to have a very, very strong working relationship with that photographer. And I'm not thinking, I don't have thoughts of if I can be their friend, uh, maybe they can, if I can just be their friend and get them to like me, maybe they will, become a good business partner or get me more work and they'll refer me to all of their couples and brides. Could that happen? Well, honestly, if they love you and you're a great working partner, it will. It will happen. I focus on becoming that photographer's best friend that day, being over helpful, giving the photographer value, and I don't give them a business card at the end of the night. I do nothing but just say it was great working with you. Hope to see you. Hope to see you again. It's a small world in the wedding industry. And you know what? Oftentimes they ask me for my Instagram handle. They ask me for a business card. And then if they ask, I'll give it to them. I'm not going to just give it to them. If I did my job and I was a great partner of theirs on that wedding day, they will seek me out and they will refer me to more couples. Happens every time. It happens every time. Every time I form a great connection with a photographer, the magic happens. So there's proof right there. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment below if I miss anything when it comes to forming connections. There's tons of context and nuances and different avenues that these conversations could go. And if you've got something valuable that you'd like to share with the community that this is trying to reach, please comment below. And then please hit the like button and subscribe so this video can be pushed out to all the people that need to hear these messages so that we all can break free from the jobs that are preventing us from spending more time with our spouse and our kids. And we want more of that freedom, the time and financial freedom to do the things that are important in life. So subscribe, like, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Let's go.